On the 18th anniversary of 9/11, the names of those we lost echoed once again through the World Trade Center site, read by family members. One man who lost his sister said, "We cannot forget the worst terror attack on U.S. soil." At the Pentagon, President Trump laid a wreath and observed a moment of silence with First Lady Melania Trump. Vice President Mike Pence spoke near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and praised those on Flight 93 who fought back against the hijackers. Nearly 3,000 people were killed on 9/11, and since then, more than 2,000 have died of 9/11-related illnesses. And now it's estimated that 400,000 were exposed to toxins at Ground Zero, and not just first responders. Adriana Diaz reports tonight those who lived or worked or went to school in Lower Manhattan are at risk.
For months, thousands breathed in air contaminated with pulverized building materials, microscopic shards of glass, and asbestos. So did Amit Freelander. He was a student at Stuyvesant High School, which is just 3 blocks from Ground Zero. At age 22, he successfully battled Hodgkin's lymphoma.
In hindsight, I think my cancer was probably 9/11 related. And now that I know that, if I could go back in time, maybe I wouldn't have gone back to school.
More than 70 cancers are on the list of 9/11-related illnesses identified by the federal government, ranging from asthma to skin cancer. Less than 100,000 people, just a quarter of civilians and first responders exposed, have enrolled in the CDC's World Health Program, which provides screenings and treatment. Of those, over 52,000 have 9/11-related illnesses, and more than 2,000 have died.
We're unfortunately seeing a rise in cancers.
Dr. Michael Crane runs the World Trade Center Health Program at Mount Sinai Hospital.
We're watching for increasing numbers of cancers, particularly those which might be related to longer acting and longer duration toxins like asbestos.
It's a cloud that hangs over many Stuyvesant alums, myself included.
How many of you guys know someone our age who went to school with us who has been diagnosed with cancer or has a...
Kathy's the reason I'm here today. 9/11 is not something I typically talk about, but it's so important, you know?
Yeah. Stuyvesant alum Kathy Choi died this year of gastric cancer. She was just 32 years old.
Oh, that's tough to hear. So many people breathe that toxic air, including you.
That's right, Nora. The EPA said the air was safe, but I remember that strong smell of ash that we all breathed in for months going back to school. A classmate of mine who became a health advocate says she knows of at least 20 cases of classmates who have 9/11-related cancers. That's why it's critical. That's why health officials want everyone who was in the area, first responders, but also people who lived, worked, and went to school in the area to get screened.
I didn't realize the extent of this until tonight. Thank you, Adriana.